voice goes, you know what I mean. What's going on? Hopefully the stream's a little bit better this time. I actually set things up somewhat. I have the camera back in the studio. I finally put Windows 10 on my desktop. I virtualized my old install, so I didn't feel so bad getting rid of it. If I need anything off of it, which I've had to go back to twice, so I'm kind of glad I did that. But yeah, if I need anything off of it, I can just crank it up and go back and get whatever I need. So trying to make things a little bit more, I wouldn't say professional, but nice. So I found this page on Facebook called Make WISP Great Again. I don't think it has anything to do with WISPs. Oh man, I got my other monitor too, so I can actually see comments and stuff. Entrepreneurs in the house, what's going on, my friend? Simon, hey, what's going on? Make us wait. Like I said, I was trying to make things, you know, nice and stuff. I went down. Not yet. Don't jinx it though. Carter, what's going on? Miro, I'm here. I'm here. Hello. Better call. Yeah. Knock on wood, it's been super steady since I fixed everything last time. So, you know, we're going to keep our fingers crossed and hopefully it stays that way. How to spell no work good today, huh? It happens. Audio all right, video all right, everything set up good. We looking and sounding all right. Probably better than the laptop at least. Got the good mic, which I can't tell if it's in frame or not, but has to sound better than my damn laptop. Hi, KN. What's going on? Oh yeah. Move this a little bit. That's just the mic, man. I mean, I can talk all like soft and sweet and Barry White style. I know, that was creepy. Yeah, that's the good old Audio Technica 35, whatever the hell the damn thing. I don't remember. It's my good mic. And then I have another microphone down there. I got a mic on my headset. I got mics all over the damn place, but this is my favorite. I like it. Sounds like I have a voice changer on. I do not. It's awesome. Late night. I think I found my calling, right? It's just funny you guys never knew what I actually sounded like. Oh, that's awesome. Everyone's like, wait, what? He doesn't sound like a prepubescent teen? What? Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, I got 0 dropped frames now. Doing about 6,700 kilobytes per second. Bits, sorry. CPU's only barely even like breathing at 1.7%. 2%, whatever. Bouncing around a little bit. See, that's awesome. That's what's up. The desktop used to be really good for streaming and stuff. And then as Windows 7 died more and more, it got worse and worse. Full screen. Yeah, I know, right? Come to find out, I couldn't get Chrome to show up in OBS. That was the issue I was having last time. Come to find out, it's an issue with Chrome itself. Because Chrome uses hardware acceleration, it sends all the video to like your graphics card or whatever to take load off of the CPU. You could disable that and it'll work, but I don't really want to disable that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a little later. But yeah, that's why it does that, because of the hardware acceleration. So I actually fixed it and got everything all nice, and I just did the whole screen. I was like, screw it, whatever. Looks the same anyway. It's actually a little bit easier to do screen, because if you just capture a window, a specific window, and you drag something over to show somebody real quick, no worky. So it's actually a little easier to do the screen, because then I can pull up Make WISP Great Again. I have no idea what this is. I just saw it. I'm like, what the hell? I don't have anything to post. Go away. This is a discussion page about how WISP blows, not snow, of course. Course. Okie dokie. Make WISP great again, okay? Get on that, guys. So what's everyone up to? What are we doing? We doing big things? I have a list of people that want signed up, but I'm still waiting to get on the big tower. Can't do anything until I get some more capacity on the backbone. Well, I mean, technically I could hook up a couple more people, but I would kind of rather not. I don't want to risk screwing up the experience for everybody. You know, I don't want to get greedy. Because if I hook up too many people and performance starts to suffer, then what am I going to do? Unhook people? I can't do that. So I got to kind of slow down. Sound like Barry? Why do I sound like Barry? I'm gonna have to watch this video later. It has to be the mic. It's just I'm using a real mic this time instead of like my shitty laptop mic. It's the only thing I can think of. You missed the good part though, Dirk. I don't know. Gotta get that traffic shape. Yeah, you were talking about the shaping on each CPE instead of the actual sector. I was thinking about that since then too. I might actually do both. Because I kind of like, if I do traffic shaping on the sector, I'll never have to worry about hammering the backbone too much. I'll have to change the, I have to change the traffic shaping that's on it, you know, kind of open it up a little bit once I get more people on the, or more capacity on the backbone, but I actually might leave it like that and do the, CPE separately. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's very interesting though. I never would have thought of that. Many clients. Yes, many clients, Miro. I got a list of people waiting. I'm actually, like, I have a spreadsheet literally of people just waiting to get hooked up, which is awesome, but gotta kind of hold off a little. I have to say that tone on that mic is spot on with your voice. Well, I hope so, because this, it's just, it is what it is. FQ Codal is the way to go on. What the hell is that? Using UBNT for traffic shaping? Yeah, Mira, I do the traffic shaping in the radios. I was gonna do it on UNMS, but UNMS no worky. Doing CPU, you don't need to worry about APs. Well, yeah, I know. It's kind of a either or sort of thing, but I don't know. Traffic shaping in gateway and CPU and UNMS. Yeah. What's the issue with big tower? Red tape. So, how many people we got? Oh, someone just left. We got 10 people. I'll get into that in a few. We gotta wait for everybody that's gonna show up to show up. Hey, we're back up to 11. Good job. FQ Codal is a traffic shaping algorithm. Very well. I have microtick on network, CP, AP, everything, and I have shaping on Cloud's core. 550 PMA flying CP about 30% max. Tried shaping on CP. Well, there you go. Mine can, yeah. Ubiquiti is really good. Yeah, well, I mean, see my my comparison video that pissed everybody off. For the money, it works really well, and at this point, I have, you know, Ubiquiti sectors already. I'm not gonna rip and replace with, you know, whatever else. That'd be stupid. These work really well. Pre-seam uses whatever that is. So does the. Oh, it's just what goes on behind the scenes, I guess. See you, Dirk. Nice. Have fun, man. Yeah, Miro, that video was controversial. Got a lot of views though. That was cool. It did better than 99% of videos I've ever put up. probably better than all of them I've ever put up, but I didn't look, so I'm gonna stay with 99. I was wondering where your users are natted. Are all subscribers on the same subnet? Are they client isolated, or can they see other subscribers' network devices? We're all netted together. But what I do is every subscriber has to provide their own wireless router. I did that because most people already have one laying around somewhere anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal. I actually stock a few now, so if anyone doesn't have one, I can sell them one. Just a regular TP-Link, dual band, I don't remember the model number, just a basic router. So they have to create their own network using that. So technically the users are double natted. Back in the day, this would have been a huge issue because back in the day you used to do like port forwarding and all that kind of crap for like your torrents to go through and speed up your gaming. It hasn't caused a problem yet. Yes, client isolation is on. I remember to turn that on when I saw what was it? I was in Spotify and it said cast to your whatever device it was. I don't remember. And I'm like, I don't have one of those. Oh yeah, I have to turn that shit on. So turn that on, and I'm actually not double netted. I think how to explain this. The only router between me and the internet is the main router. Everybody else is on their own little subnet that they created with their wireless router. So they're all double netted. I'm not. I did that so I can get into the radios and stuff and reboot, change stuff, configure stuff. But that also means I'm taking up IP space. Everything in my house is taking up an IP from the router. So I'm going to have to get a router here too, and that might make configuring things tricky. What I'll probably have to do is what I have to do when I decide to be lazy and not turn off traffic shaping, or not traffic shaping, but client isolation, is I have a virtual machine in the Unraid server in the data center. I log into that, and then I can get out and get into all radios and you get into everything from the data center. So I'll probably have to do that after I get a router, which kind of makes me sad. Because being able to just hop on my laptop and hop in the router or hop in the radios, it's kind of nice. But yeah, is that the right way to do it? The best way to do it? The only way to do it? No. There's 100 different ways to do this shit. Well, the best thing that it is real experience and not promoting some products. Well, yeah, true. I mean, it was as unbiased as you could possibly get. We just plugged everything in and saw what happened. It was like, whatever. I'm still a Ubiquiti fanboy because it's what I use and it's what I've always used and it works. So it's cheap too. Firewall on CPE on? I don't know. I don't think there even is a firewall on this. I don't know. Every router in the world, and every modern operating system for that matter, has a firewall already. Right? Like, one of my subscribers has an external, like, hardware firewall. And I was trying to tell him, like, nicely, that, hey, you don't really need that for anything. And I don't know if he ended up being rid of it or not, but whatever. I was like, you do your thing, dude. It's kind of overkill. That's what I was wondering, if they were double natted or not. Would it be cost prohibitive, public IP, everyone? Yep. The whole public IP thing, I have no desire to go down that route. I don't have enough IPs right now to do that anyway. I only have a /29, so I have 4 IPs or 6 or something. So I don't have a whole lot of IPs to be dishing out to everybody. Supposedly it's pretty easy to do that, but you have to buy the IP space and nobody cares. It makes no difference to anybody. That's what I was saying back in the day. You used to have to do your port forwarding and all. Now stuff reaches out, and bust through the NAT already. They reach out to a server or something and you access a server. Now that we live in a cloud-enabled world, being double netted causes a lot less problems. So for now, it's okay. I am probably going to have to do something though, because eventually I'm going to run out of IP space and I'm going to need more. But luckily, at the data center, I can get like anything I want. If I want more IPs, if I want more bandwidth, if I want more rack space, if I want more anything, I can get it. So no problem. OSPF and BGP. For those of you that has no idea what Reg CTX is talking about, they're routing protocols. OSPF is open shortest path first. And what is the other one, did you say? BGP is border gateway protocol. Border gateway protocol is generally used on WAN facing links. OSPF is, I think that's Cisco proprietary, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, I have no need to do routing protocols in the network. I mean, some people said it would make it faster and stuff in the last stream, and I don't know, maybe. When this becomes my full-time job, then I'll have all the time in the world to tweak and mess with stuff. So that can come down the road. I ain't worried about all that noise right now. That's what I did in the Marine Corps, was routing and switching stuff was a large portion of what I did. So that's one part of it that I actually understand of this whole WISP thing. The wife just got home if you hear noise in the background. She'll probably come in here at some point too and say hi, so you guys better be on your best behavior. What's up? Sorry I am late to the party. You know how it is. Honey-do list. That's right. You gotta get your chores done. Oh, we're up to 14. Look at that. The only thing I ran into issues with is Xbox, and that causes problems with that. At this point, I would think I would have had somebody with an Xbox by now, but I haven't had any issues. So if all else failed, I could do support forwarding or something for somebody if they had like a game machine or something, or you know, whatever. One of my subscribers actually has security cameras that she was trying to get to, and it was kind of giving her trouble a little bit. And I told her, I'm like, well, just get a switch and plug it in before your router. That would take the one router out of the way, and then I could do a port forward to the cameras. But it turns out that she got it to work through the double NAT anyway. So a lot of the modern stuff, all the cloud-enabled stuff, it doesn't matter if you NAT it or not. As long as it has access to its server wherever, it's good to go. And that's actually what ended up happening. She got the cloud-enabled thing hooked up, and poof, away she was. So, let me see. Ooh. If everything's on the same subnet, you don't need any routing protocols anyway. Yeah. True story. It would let you use a router at your home, but still get into your WISP private network. Yeah. What I'm probably going to end up doing is a VPN is another option. Either that or the VM like I was talking about. But I do need to get a router here, because even stuff like is the only thing I can think of that's causing it, but even stuff like my Chromecast on the patio, I made a video about it because it'll be like it doesn't get set up right. For whatever reason, it doesn't complete the setup process. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. The only thing I can think of is that it's because of the double NAT, or not the double NAT, but the network, the way it's not a normal network. Even though it is for the most part, I'm not double netted, so, and my other Chromecast works perfect. It makes no sense. I kind of just want the Ubiquiti alien. Hi, babe. Oh yeah. Say hi to the live people.
Hi, live people.
All 13 of them right now.
Woo, 13. Good job.
I know, right?
Stormy did great.
That's good. You smell like a horse. It's true. Oh, it's out of stock. Lame. But I kind of just want that to play with it, to tell you the truth. But yeah, probably gonna. Yes. Yeah. Touchscreen display. Really? Huh. Anyway, let's see. Everything's nice. Router at your home. Still able to get into your. Yeah. similar to them if you do for CCTV. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, my neighbor with the cameras. It was a security camera kind of thing. All my cameras, because I'm not double natted, I just have a port forward rule in the router that sends me over to a server here that runs security cameras, and I can look at them from anywhere. Works really well. Or just go IPv6. No, not gonna happen. Not right now. That fixes all the double natting issues. Yep. But that shit makes no sense to me, really. Not yet, anyway. I haven't looked at it in quite a while, though. So, cross that bridge when we get there. You can plug in a switch in CP, put Wi-Fi IP just for your laptops. We'll have only one IP used from network. Yeah. That's what I was saying with my neighbor with the security camera. She'd plug a switch in before the router and plug the cameras into that. But, yeah, just like anything else, there's 100 different ways to do this shit. What's going on, Aaron? How's it going? What we've been doing is a public IP on CPE and router mode, DMZ to the inside router. Yeah, I mean, that would work. I was actually thinking about doing that, using all the CPEs as routers, because I know they can do that. They can act as DHCP everything, for subscribers going forward, just skipping the wireless router altogether and going that route. But then they may end up double natted anyway, so really wouldn't serve a purpose. So many different ways to do things. Kind of just want this sexy bitch. Look at it. I just wish they made one that was ceiling mountable. Like I have a APAC Pro. Ubiquiti APAC Pro. I have one of these now mounted on the ceiling in my living room. Like this. And, okay. Whatever. Yeah, one of those. So I have one of those now, and if I did get another router, or that other router rather, the Alien, I don't know where the hell I'd put it. Because if I put it in the laundry room where all my other shit is, I don't know if it'd be able to reach the rest of the house very well. It does act as mesh router though, or it can anyway. I don't know. Amplified teleport configuration free VPN solution. Really? Interesting. This is the big selling point though, because I am going to be getting Samsung S, one of these bad boys. Actually, we're going to order it today, as a matter of fact. Look at it. Oh, not that. Oh, God. Oh, yes. Oh, those cameras are so sexy. But these are Wi-Fi 6 enabled, so being able to utilize the Wi-Fi 6 goodness would be cool. Oh, my God. No. Oh, man. There's people causing other problems. You can't plug a router backwards and spam DHCP, the rest of the network. Yeah. It makes me wonder, because when I was having that big outing, it's because the backbone radio, I don't know. Yeah, it was the backbone radio at the relay house. That port on the switch was getting blocked because of STP, spanning tree protocol. So it kind of makes me wonder, maybe someone plugged in I don't know. Kind of weird. Maybe it already happened. I had to disable spanning tree protocol though. Get the damn thing to work. IPv6 isn't too bad if you spend a little time with it. Well, yeah, but I haven't. I used Packet Tracer and built a small good old Packet Tracer. IPv6 network DHCP. I just figure out IP makes a lot more sense. It's actually very simple. Yeah, I'll do it eventually. What do you have in mind, I suppose, when you run out of IP on the router at the data center, so you can add more clients? What's going on, Tim? What do I have in mind? Get more IPs? Because the internal network, right now it's a /24, but it's an internal network. I can make it a / whatever the hell I want. So I am kind of starting to run low on IPs, sort of, not really. But fixing that would be easy. I'm not worried about that. Okay, I'm gonna go get something to drink. I'll be right back. Stand by. Okay, cheers. One of my favorite beers. So good. Did you look at disable deep packet and unify to give it a... No. Deep packet at unif... What do you mean? Deep packet inspection? I'm not using any Ubiquiti routers anymore. I use a Untangle router. Well, I use a server running on Tangle now, where it slows down through. Well, it probably would to a point. I think if you enable deep packet inspection, that's a so you can go in the Unify controller and get more info out of it or something. It's for the because I used to use it to see, well, basically just used to use it out of curiosity, just to see how much data we're pulling and stuff. But I think it cuts your speed in half or something like that, because it has to literally like take apart every packet and put it all back together again and then send it on. So it is going to make it slower, but I'm not using any Ubiquiti stuff anymore. Edge routers do too, yeah. I had it on for a while and I didn't notice any speed issues, but yep, the Ubiquiti router has gone on to greener pastures. I actually sold it to Herb, my antenna guy. Cold drink, right? Summer ale's good. Another really good one from Sam Adams is the cherry wheat. It's actually one of my favorite beers ever. So good. I'm not even a big wheat beer person per se. I mean, they're good, but the cherry wheat's amazing. Check it out. Blue Moon's good. Blue Moon's one of those beers, like, if you're at some bar and they have like the weakest, lamest beer selection ever, they're gonna have Blue Moon. It's a good fallback, man. Okay, so question time for all of you peeps, all 12 of you. Who plays games? Who games? Does anybody play games? I don't mean stupid ass console games. Now that I got my damn desktop fixed, it's game time, people. Who plays? What you guys playing? Gotta game it up. I kind of want to do some testing anyway now that the network's tweaked a bit. I got the better switch and the horn antenna for the sector that I'm on and everything. I wonder if gaming is good or bad or better or worse or whatever, because before it was very hit or miss, and kind of like streaming, it was very I think it was probably due to the computer more than the network. Wish I had time for hey, I know how that goes, man. You should look up Good People Brewing. Look for Snake Handler. Cool. I find I have free time in spurts. I have like a little here, a little there. Sometimes I run nonstop and then chill for a while. And I've never been a huge gamer anyway, but every once in a while it's fun. And I'll check that out, Landon. Good People Brewing. Let's check it out. Anyone else going to get the new Galaxy S20? Anybody? Brewing. Out of Alabama, huh? That's interesting. Wife lived there for a while. Let's see. Bearded lady? What the hell? There it is. Ooh, a double IPA. IPA is like a peaty scotch. Some people can't stand it. I love it. Are you going to use the same antennas for backbone when you get on the tower? Well, the ones that are here now, yeah. On the tower, I'll probably just go with regular dishes because noise isn't an issue. You're 400 feet in the air. Oh, yeah, about the tower. To get on the tower, we were going to do. The deal was the guy that owns the tower. We were going to give him 2 forward-facing IPs, and he was going to pay however much for the configuration and whatever on the IP end. Get him. He needed some internet connection because the way that they do it is they have their studio where they actually like do their radio shows or whatever, and then they send it over the internet to the big tower where it gets broadcast out. Well, it's been so damn long now that I told John, is he on here? Are you on here, John? No, not yet. He'll probably show up later. But I told John, okay, if dude doesn't, he's got till mid-March, March 15th. I'm cutting his shit off. I'm tired of waiting. This is ridiculous. You have the guy that owns it all. He says, good to go, have at it. And then you have the guy that actually like runs the antenna tower or whatever, who's dragging his feet and giving John a hard time. And it's like, okay, but he doesn't own it. What the hell? So his time is running low. My patience are wearing thin. Sorry if you've touched on this. I'm curious if you're concerned about the SpaceX Starlink. Nope. Very simply, I'll believe it when I see it. Something like that, do I think it'll happen? Sure, eventually. By then, shit, I don't know, I may be dead. Who knows? I am not worried about that right now. I don't see that happening anytime soon. They're still putting up satellites and everything, and then that'll take another however the hell long, and then they're going to have to do the stuff on the ground and get everything set up. And I don't see that happening anytime soon. How high do you need to be on the tower to coverage you're looking for? Not really that high at all. If I get 100 feet, that'd be cool. The issue right now is I'm just barely hitting some trees, and it's kind of nerfing the signal. That's why I only get 4x. Like I don't even go to like 6x or 8x modulation because it's not perfect line of sight. It's line of sight, but it's blocked a little bit. So if I could just get a little bit higher, should be good. Maybe 100 feet would be fine. If I can get higher, the higher the better. Because if I can get, say, 350 feet off the ground, I'll be able to go all the way to the other side of town. So, hey, as high as I can get. That's the goal. UBND weak tools extreme. Yep, sure is. I'm on that damn near daily. They're expecting a consumer rollout in U.S. this summer. Again, I'll believe it when I see it. Tesla is not exactly known for meeting their their rollout dates, so I don't know. I ain't worried about it. It'll be whatever. Higher is good. Noise becomes. Yep, higher is good. That's the goal. Definitely want to be at least 100 feet up, but if I could get higher, awesome. But I need to get on the damn tower. I'm getting tired of waiting. I'm holding off on installs right now altogether until I get on the tower, and right now I have no idea when that'll happen. And you chose pig for a middle part of the tower. What? Do what, Tim? 30-degree horns. No. On the tower, I'm not going to do any kind of sector on the tower because, well, I might down the road, but I'm going to do point to point and then do little, what the hell do you guys call it? Micro pops or whatever? It's like the dumbest sounding thing I've ever, whoever started calling that micro pops needs to stop. But going to do point to point and then sector from there, that kind of thing. I don't want a million CPEs pointed at the tower. Like now, if you look at the noise in my sector radios, it's kind of not good because there's, 30 CPEs pointed at the damn radios now. It works, it's fine. I might put sectors on the tower eventually, but first I'm going to do a point to point and then sector from there. Point of presence. Okay, so there is some, so there's some rhyme or reason to it. Alright, that makes a little more sense. Okay, cheers. I thought someone just made that shit up. I was like, you guys are stupid. Alright. Biscuit and caramel backbone. 10% ABV? Whoa. That'll put some hair on your chest. Son of a bitch. For a point of reference, Bud Light is roughly 4.5% ABV. So this is more than twice as strong. That'll get the job done. Telco thing. Yep. Again, I have no idea how any of this shit works. Learn something every day. So there you go. I'm saving up for a ladder fire truck. Make mobile pop. Nice. Herb has a bucket that he uses on installs sometimes. And John has a giganimous ladder that he puts in his giganimous pickup truck. If you guys are on the Discord, you've probably seen, well, I don't know if he's posted it there or not, but yeah, join the damn Discord. Speaking of, I'll put a link in the description. I ain't messing with everything right now. But join the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. I'll have him post a picture of his giant ladder and his giant truck. It's kind of heinous. I like it. So you plan to point to local houses. Yep. We're doing something similar with utility poles. I would love to be able to get on utility poles. Oh my God. There's actually a neighborhood beyond my house over here that kind of around the mountain, and they have no internet at all. And I was talking to somebody over there. I was like, if you guys could get enough, like just say 8 to 10 people on board, I could probably get internet over there. And he's like, oh yeah, it'd be easy. So I'm thinking I could probably bring internet to the whole damn neighborhood and they'd be stoked. But the tricky part is they just built the freeway over here. And right in front of that neighborhood, along the freeway, they put a sound wall. So I'd have to go over the sound wall. And I'm like, ew, that complicates things. He said he works for or knows somebody in or something like that for the Department of Transportation. I'm like, if I can get on one of those light poles in the middle of the freeway, I could definitely make it happen. Gotta be on the tower first though. I need the capacity. So that's on hold as well. Like I said, I have a lot of things ready to rock and roll. I just need the chooch. It's like, damn it. Come on, man. Waiting on the damn pole. Let's see. So single fiber connection in town, backhaul over 24 gigahertz or 60 to utility poles, LTU gear on the poles for point to point. Nice. That's another thing I have planned that's in the works. LTU. Gonna do some, basically gonna build another network on top of this one that is faster using the LTE gear. And if anyone wants to, pay for the gear and pay a little bit more, they can get faster internet because some people want 100 megs. I don't know why. I was actually talking to one of my subs about that because he said his neighbor or somebody he knew or whatever in town got the 1 gig fiber service or whatever and he's like, I only notice a difference. And I'm like, well, no, you're not going to. You can only stream video so fast. It doesn't, either it works or it doesn't. So it's like, people love to pay for 500 meg internet or a gig or whatever, and all you do is surf Facebook. Serve no purpose. None. Plus, not to mention the first router you hit out there that's not running gig, well, there you go. There goes your gig internet right in the freaking toilet. It's just kind of stupid. But if people want to get a little bit faster internet. I'm gonna try to do like 100 meg, maybe. I could probably pull that off, something like that. But yeah, gotta have the damn backbone capacity though. So, did I mention I need on the damn tower? Yep. Let's see. Are you using UNMS for all your Ubiquiti devices? Nope. UNMS did not work for me at all. I do have some things I'm going to try with it because it was really good when it worked, but no UNMS. We're installing our own poles. We have an electrical service on each. Huh, nice. That's cool. For a 3/4 mile point-to-point connection, I'm looking at using Ubiquiti, NanoBeam, 5AC Gen 2. Would you recommend using anything different? That's somewhat vague. I don't know what kind of speed you need or whatever, but 3/4 mile you can run a cable that far. uh, Nano beams will work fine. That's actually what I did with my initial setup. Watch episode 1 through 4 of this crazy adventure, and that was all nano beams. Use the light beam though. Light beams do the same exact thing. They're just cheaper. So there you go. And for 3/4 mile, that's, I mean, throw a rock that far. That's not very far at all. So as long as you can get generic line of sight, you should be good to go. You got UNMS on a Ubuntu machine? Yeah. I tried 3 different installs of Linux, not just Ubuntu. I did 2 different Ubuntu, the regular one and the server one, and then I did Arch Linux, if I remember correctly. And it's actually something to do with the server. It's not really something to do with UNMS itself. That server likes to reboot sometimes. I don't know why. I think it's got some bad RAM sticks in it. So troubleshooting that is a huge pain in the ass because it only reboots every week, maybe, something like that. Yeah, so usually when you're troubleshooting a bad RAM stick, you pull the RAM out and wait for it to freak out. If it doesn't freak out, you find the bad RAM stick. Start putting it back in until you find the one stick that screws the pooch. Well, when it's rebooting once every 5 to 7 days, it gets a little tricky. Just to test system to see if it worked. It did. Slow, yes. UNMS is awesome. Like, I really liked it when it worked. It just wouldn't work consistently to save my life. And then out of the blue, I can't log into it anymore. I don't know why. The VM, the password was this. It was similar to, because I ran disk encryption on it, the Linux disk encryption. The password was almost the same to log into it. Like, I remember what the password was. It just doesn't work anymore. Don't know why. Just can't log in. I'm like, all right, that's cool, I guess. So that machine, just that whole thing, freaking UNMS. Might be interested in trying the free UNMS cloud. Nope, not doing anything in the cloud. I've been using it for a while until the network gets set up. Works fine. Nope. I wonder how they do that though. Like, how they? Well, I guess all the radios would have to communicate through the network to their servers. But how would you tell? I don't know. That's interesting. All right, I was curious as to how they got that set up, but it doesn't matter. I'm not doing it. I don't want any of my users' data in the cloud. Not now, at least. At some point, I'm going to have to go cloud or something at some point because, yeah, I have access to a data center, but I'm not freaking Microsoft. So at some point, probably going to have to do that, but not right now. I'll maybe do that later. Going through business complex to 2 different buildings. Can't run cable, but have a line of sight. I'll check the light beam. Thanks for your recommendation. Hey, no problem. If you do need more speed, that 60 gigahertz, whatever they call that thing, it's actually designed for like a building to building kind of thing. Ubiquiti 60 gigahertz. Where is it? Okay. Ubiquiti's site isn't even on here. That's cool. Yeah, these goofy looking things. Airfiber 60 apparently is what they're called. I don't remember. But yeah, those are actually made for that exact kind of thing, but they'll do a gig. They're pretty stout. Maybe overkill for what you're trying to do. Going 3/4 of a mile, you could probably squeeze 400 or 500 megs through some light beams, and it cost you a whole like $130. I like the light beams. They work real well. They're basically the same exact thing as the nano beams, except for cheaper. I don't even know why they sell the nano beams anymore. Maybe I'm missing something with them. I don't know. Let's see. I have had less trouble with UNMS when I was running on Windows compared to Linux. UNMS doesn't run on Windows. So what are you talking about? Were you virtualizing a Linux machine or something? Yeah. When you are a WISP, you are the cloud. Exactly. And I have a damn data center. So, I mean, I can do... I'm going to try to do what I can to keep things local and keep things here. Like, I've worked places... The last place I worked, they had a huge data center. Huge. I mean, it was huge, as Orangeman would say. And they were trying to migrate everything into Azure. I'm like, why? You already have a freaking data center here. What are you doing? It doesn't make any sense. Cloud is awesome for companies that are just starting out, like me. They're amazing for that kind of thing, because instead of having to dump a metric ass ton of money right off the bat to set up everything and all that, you can actually get just what you need. Oh no, this is another one. Sorry, I saw a picture. Maybe that was one I'm thinking of. I don't know. But you can get just what you need, and it'll scale up, like as in more hardware and more machines and stuff, or out, so you can get more capacity and everything, and you're only paying for what you use. I've been reading up on Azure lately. It's amazing. It really is good, and the stuff you can do with it is absolutely incredible. I was actually talking to him about setting up a VM in Azure just to render my YouTube videos. See, I don't know, maybe it'd work quicker or something. And if I could do it for like a few bucks, all right, why not? But apparently they don't talk to plebeian people like me. You have to be some giant company to get them to respond to emails after the third email. So there's that. So yeah, that's the idea, is to keep everything local as much as I can. Cloud's awesome, but yeah. There's no such thing as a cloud. It's just someone else's computer. It's a true story. Hey, up to 15. You guys are the best. Who's here? What are you guys doing? What you guys got going on? It is the cloud on Win. So I moved to Win and troubles went away. I assume you mean Windows. It is the cloud on Windows? What do you mean? The login problems you were talking about, I had as well. Yeah. And I can't recover the Ubiquiti password, or the Ubuntu password, because the disk is encrypted. I'm like, awesome. That's freaking sweet. Not. But it is the cloud on Win. What do you mean? Cloud on Windows. Shut up, Yelp. Go away. Cloud on Windows. Yeah, I don't know what you mean. Let's see. UNMS Cloud. Try UNMS Cloud for free. And we're gonna... Well, there's my email, everybody. UNMS Windows, because last time I looked, it only ran on Linux. There were a few versions of Linux, but yeah. Oh, yeah, whatever. Windows, last time we looked, so problems. Docker's evolving really fast. Yeah, because it's all just kind of Docker containers. Yeah, I don't think it works on... What the hell? Oh. I understand UNS Cloud is currently meant for 10 to 5,000. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'll play with it. Windows, the Windows host with Linux guest. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, are you virtualizing Ubuntu on Windows or something? Because that would work. but I don't think UNMS works on Windows. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. But like that post said, it is just Docker. For those of you who don't know what Docker is, think of virtualization as VMs, typically like the hypervisor, like VirtualBox or VMware or whatever, they virtualize the hardware. Docker virtualizes the OS. It's very interesting. Dockers are somewhat new to me. I had to start learning how Docker worked when I installed when I got my God, too many damn acronyms and names. When I got the Unraid server up and running, because it runs Dockers. Or it can, at least. Oh, I know. Yeah, I know it's the right page. Maybe I'll toy around with it later. I'll put mine on there or something maybe. Because that's one great thing about the cloud is you don't have to maintain anything. It's kind of a pro and a con, sort of, because you're putting all your trust in someone else. But if I mention I'm not all that trustworthy yet. Or trusting. I am trustworthy, not trusting. Words are hard today. God. No one else is getting one of the new S20s, huh? Pretty badass, man. Look at that shit. Out of a phone. It's nuts. Yeah, and the zoom, look at this shit. Sure, you wouldn't use the 100x zoom to, like upload to anything or whatever, but damn, that's freaking crazy. Look at that shit. Freaking amazing. Look at that. That is crazy. About Unraid, is it an OS on the hard drive? Yes. Well, no, it's not on the hard drive. It runs off of a thumb drive or a, whatever, USB drive. The whole OS is only like, megs, tiny. I love it. I'll start using the cloud, migrate everything to a local machine when you're ready. Yeah. What I think I'm going to do is when I rebuild a machine, this one might go in the data center to run UNMS, or I might install it on my server here, because my server here is rock solid. It's been up for like coming on 2 months now. So I might do that, or I might get a little, Dirk actually had a great idea. Get one of those little NUCs, those little tiny, where is it? Intel NUC. These little tiny itty bitty computers. There's like 100 different kinds of them now. These kind of things, get one of those and slap Ubuntu on it and toss it in the data center and away you go. I have a few different ways I'm thinking about doing it, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Lots of ways. Hardware is amazing, but can't stand all the Samsung bloatware. It's a lot better than it used to be. Like, I don't think the bloatware thing on Android isn't like it used to be back in the day. Back in the day, Android phones used to come loaded with all kinds of random garbage. And they'll still have a couple carrier-specific apps, but you can disable stuff and, just get rid of the app icon altogether if you want on most stuff, but they don't come with a ton of junk anymore. Even the skin Samsung is running now is actually pretty good. I'm VirtualBox all the way. Yeah. I'm just saying, VirtualBox, people can talk about their damn VMware all they want, pay for it. No, VirtualBox all day, man, for sure. That being said, Unraid all the things, like, just, Unraid is unbelievable. What you can do with that, it's a network attached storage device, it's a hypervisor, and it runs Docker containers. So, your imagination is the limit. You can do anything you can think of with it. That's why I have 2 Unraid servers. I have one on a HP DL360P. I don't remember. HP Pro. client. I have a 380 and a 360p, I think. Yeah. 360 Gen 8, 888. 8. Yep. Large form factor, please. Like that. And then, so I got one of these big burly bastards in, oh, does that save my server? I have one of those in the data center. And then I have a 380, oops, not 3380, Gen 8 here in my house. Large form factor, please. Large form. I only mess with large form factor. I don't like small form factor. These I can get I do get 8 terabyte drives off of Amazon for like $130 or whatever. They're external, so you just pull the drive out. They call it shucking, like you shuck an oyster, but you shuck the drive out of it and you shove it in the unread server and poof, there you go. So I have 19 terabytes in one and I think 16 in the one here. I don't remember, something like that. Really easy to get a metric ass ton of storage and then poof, never attached storage device. But this is the one here. Then I have the 1U server in the data center. They both run unraid. They're both amazing, except for the one in the data center that likes to reboot. We just won't talk about that right now. I usually only get a new phone when I drop mine in the lake. It's a good time to get a new phone. I can honestly say I've never dropped a phone in a lake. I've only ever broken one phone, and it's because I went against my own advice. I always have a case on my phone. Always. Oop, I almost knocked the mic over. I get these, the TPU case, like a spongy kind of plastic, sort of. This case is made by Spigen, just because I like to say the name Spigen. Well, you guys probably can't see that. But I like the clear ones because I have a D brand on the back of it. It looks awesome. But I always have a case on my phone, and I took the case off of my Nexus 4 because I was getting a new phone, and yeah, I dropped it in the grocery store. And it didn't just break the screen, it destroyed it. I still have it, actually. It's over there somewhere. But the screen broke, and the bottom half of the digitizer, the part that actually tells where your finger is touching, died as well, so I couldn't log into the phone. I couldn't put my PIN in. I was like, damn it. And I've had this phone for over 2 years now, so I don't generally upgrade phones very often. I'll pull a quick one like I did with my good old Nexus 6P. Look at this burly bastard. Oh, it's so sick. Back when stereo speakers meant something. Are you going to turn on? Maybe. Are you that dead? I haven't turned you on in like 100 years, so probably. Yep, apparently not. So, battery's dead, but Nexus 6P, I sold my Note 4 and bought this. But, yeah, I generally keep phones for quite a while. My Nexus 4 I had forever. I love it. Going on, Alex. How's it going? Proxmox. I'm not super familiar with Proxmox. I've heard of it. I know what it is. I've never used it. So yeah, Unraid. Yeah, just Unraid. Unraid. Of all the TPs you have done, what would you say works best so far? And are you looking to try any other ones to see if they're better? I've used the Nano Beam. That's what I started with. And now I use the Light Beam. I use the Light Beam because it works just as well, if not maybe even a little bit better, and it's almost half the price. So you're getting like, well, how much are they? Because the Nano Beam's about $100, and I think the Light Beam 5AZ, I think they're like $60 or something. There we go. It's gonna be like, you bought this. Purchased 10 times. Yeah, $62. So you're getting all the performance, if not better performance, as a Nano Beam for almost half the price. I am going to try some different CPs though, because I'm going to switch over to LTU if I ever get on the M tower and build that faster network I was just talking about. Got to do the LTU CPs and sector radios and all that fun stuff. It's going to be expensive. But I already have people that want it, so I mean, hey, if people want it, I'll build it. Where are we at? HP just works. PowerEdge was a mess. I used to work on HP servers at a huge factory kind of place that I worked at here. Worked in the RMA department. I would just like troubleshoot and build servers all day. And we had a lot of the HP ones in and out of there for maintenance and configuration and stuff, and I always really liked them. That's why I bought these. You can go to eBay, save my server. These guys are awesome. They have a store on here, and you can email them and tell them I want this server, this size, with these CPUs and these many drives, whatever, and they'll find it for you. It's amazing, and you can get pretty damn good deals. Here's a PowerEdge with dual Xeons and 64 gigs of RAM and two 300 gig SAS drives for $235. Free shipping. It's baller. They're awesome though. If you ever need a server, hit them up. They're really, really good. I've bought both my servers off them. And the second one, the 2U large form factor that I have, I had to like hit them up and kind of special order it. They're awesome. But yeah, the HP stuff, I like it. Works really good. Oh, you're live. You caught me. I am indeed. Server time. Always server time, man. I love hardware. One phone drop for me, but it's 45 minutes. That'll do it. What's up, dude? What's going on, man? Why? Alex? Apparently, we already had this discussion, by the way. But yeah, I'm using my real mic, and I guess it makes me sound like Barry White. I don't know. I don't sound any different than I ever do. Better on noise, too. Well, yeah, because the last couple streams I did was my my shitty laptop speakers. What do the new subs wanting for up-down LTU? I'm going to shoot for 100 megs. I think people would buy like anything you give them. Some people just want the fastest. I was talking about that earlier, how they get gigabit internet connection to surf Facebook. You know, you're not going to notice a difference at all. It's like I only sell 25 megs, but it works perfect. Like you're not going to notice a difference streaming video, for instance, on a gigabit connection. You can only stream video so fast. It matters when you start transferring big files, like downloading games and stuff. Takes me a minute. It does, but you know, oh well. So I think people would buy anything. I'm going to try for 100 meg with the LTU stuff. If I can get that reliable and get that up and running good, I'll sell 100 meg. I already have people that want it, so you know, whatever. If they're paying, I'll build it. Works for me. Hi, Barry. Shut up. I swear I don't have anything different. Well, I mean, everything's different, the mic, but I'm not like, I even thought about it. Someone said it sounded like I had a voice changer on or something earlier, and I was thinking to myself, shit, is that, oh, well, no. I had a program installed on here. Well, I don't have the tab open anymore. It's a audio mixing program called Voice Meter. It's really, really good. But you can do, why he names them banana and stuff, I have no idea. But yeah, you can actually go in here and tweak your voice. But I never used it. I was like, shit, is that on? Oh, I don't even have a program installed right now. So I just reinstalled the desktop. So none of that's installed yet. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to play the video back and just see, because that's hilarious. Man, you want to hear my voice all screwed up? Watch the day 2 of the WISP-a-palooza videos. Oh man, I was like, ugh. I even called my wife on video, or right before, I don't remember. And even she was like, "What is wrong with your voice?" I'm like, "I don't know," because I did. I sounded like freaking Barry White. Man, Thursday was, whew, yeah, better on noise on the light beam AC from what I've found. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it works as well or better than nano beams. So why pay $100 for a nano beam when you get the light beam? One thing about light beams, I actually mentioned this in the how to connect video that I did last week. The software on the light beam software is a little janky sometimes. It kind of does it has some brain fart moments every once in a while. I never noticed that with the nano beams, but I didn't install a whole bunch of those either. I've installed, or had installed, uh, probably 20 light beams now. I don't even know. A whole bunch of them. I only have a handful of them, of the nano beams. So maybe I would have ran into issues with the nano beam eventually, but yeah, the light beam, never had a problem with it except for the software being a bit wonky. They connect really well. They seem to deal with noise really well. Oh, look at this shit. Potato is his baller version. Look at this shit. If you need any audio software, the voice meter stuff is amazing. It really is good software. And this shit, I just found this. I was like, ooh, look at that. I kind of want to play with it. Hardware input, Skype caller, hardware input, hardware. So you got 5 hardware inputs, and then 5 separate outs. Yeah. Ooh, it's awesome. And it's all donationware. It's all pay what you want. It's good stuff. I actually bought the regular voice meter because it is really good software. I like the old Lightning 5M. I never use those. I do want to play with the new LTU long range light beam, whatever the hell they call it. What the hell is it? Light beam LR? Why isn't the Ubiquiti website coming up? Never mind. Don't mind me. I'm stupid. Yeah, the LR. I do kind of want to play with that. I don't really have any subs that are that far away though, so may not really be necessary. Man, the LR's a big burly bastard, isn't it? 40 megs, 26 dBi. See, it's got some gain. Damn. Oh, there's your M5. 23 dBi, 100 megs. Man, watch the video of me connecting these things. They were really close and they were screaming at like 600 some odd megs. I was like, whoa, shit. I didn't know they'd go that fast. Some people equate high speeds, better latency. Yeah, and I try to tell people, it's only 25 megs, but there's more to that number than just the number. There's more to the connection. My latency is really low. My jitter is very low. The speeds are actually more than 25, and it's not an up to 25 like the big guys. It's always like 20 to 25 megs, always. So it's a little bit of a different kind of thing than they're used to, but gotta educate. Also, is your up-down symmetrical? Yeah, actually. Sometimes the upload is more, which is, it just depends on the shot that we get. I ran a speed test at a client's house a couple weeks ago, and it was 22 down, something like that, but it was screaming at like 40 something up. It was kind of backwards, but hey, whatever, it works. What are you doing, bot dingo? You're looking at it, chilling. P.S. After this afternoon, I don't want to crimp a Cat 6 cable this year. I don't blame you, man. Cat 6 is a pain in the ass to work with. Yeah, no joke. Cat 6 is no fun. Nano beam of wide beam as the light beam have narrow beam with. I don't know. I guess. Whether or not that's a good thing or not. That being said, we put up my nano beam, because I have a nano beam on my house from the original build. The bitch has been up there for almost 2 years now. And still working like a charm. We didn't aim it at all. We just like put it up and it connected. And after that day that we had that day, me and Herb, it was like, I don't even care. Just, it works. I'm done. So I guess if it does have a wide beam, it can definitely come in handy sometimes. That one was on early access. Yep. Yeah, the LR is. That's why you can't click it. You can't click it. These you can. Blink. That reminds me, actually, I tried to get into the whatever they call it, the early access thing or whatever, and I couldn't check the box. I gotta go back there and fix that. What is this? Operator? Nano beam. What is this page? The global standard for, well, yeah. High capacity prism. Okay. Is this just like a bragging page? What is this? I don't know. Well, everybody, I think I'm going to take off. It's been grand. Thanks for coming to hang out. It's always a good time doing live streams. Hey, we're up to 17. God love you all. But always a good time doing live streams. Live streams are fun. I get a kick out of it. So maybe I'll do one in another couple weeks. It's the corporate landing. Oh, okay. But maybe I'll do one in another couple weeks. So keep your, think of some questions and stuff. Speaking of, let me see here. I'm gonna go like this and no. Oh, damn it. Over here. Thank you. And I'm gonna get the link for you guys so it does not expire. Never. Copy. Alright. Oh, come on. Go away. Jeez, pain in the ass. There's the Discord link. Check out the Discord. Come hang out. Join up. It's a good time. Where the party is. It's where all the cool kids are hanging out. Yeah, watch the rerun. I always leave the reruns up. Unless I think of something I missed that I don't want you guys to see. But only thing I can think of is my email. But I get emails anyway, so whatever. No big deal. But bye-bye, everybody. Let's see if we can do the good, like, oh, the face.